If I only had $300 to get started and get right from scratch in wholesaling real estate this year, this is what I'm going to do. There are currently three options I feel like any beginner out here going in wholesaling real estate can do to start making money and start getting rich wholesaling real estate right now. $300 doesn't seem like a lot of money, but honestly, it's plenty. If you want to go out here and start doing deals, start finding deals, start dispoing deals, and start making a change now. I believe right now is still the best time to get started in wholesaling real estate. In a year from now, it's probably going to have more wholesalers. It's probably going to get harder to do wholesaling deals. And so right now is the best time. Heck, right now is going to be the best time in history looking back. If you're watching this a year from now or 2 years from now, you're like, I wish I started now. So this is the best time ever to get started, right? So you might be like, oh, I would rather start in 2012. Well, you can't go back to 2012. So this is the best time ever to get started. And with $300, I mean, guys, we are in a digital age. We are in the AI age where really technology has replaced the necessity of spending money in wholesaling real estate. I don't have to spend a ton of money getting started in this business anymore. All I need is brain power and an internet connection. If you have these two things, that's all you need to start doing wholesaling deals. So what I fundamentally want to do today is share how anyone can start doing deals, wholesaling real estate in this year. Now, the one thing I will let everybody know, and I've said this, a lot of people don't like this, but if you only have $300, you can get deals if you're willing to work hard. A lot of people are not willing to work hard. A lot of people are not willing to grind. Not a lot of people are willing to do the work that they need to start doing and get rich in wholesaling. And so what I can tell you to do is if you want to start making money, you only got $300, you want to know what to do, you got to work smart. So let's go over our three options if you don't have any money starting out in wholesaling real estate to start getting rich. My first option is going to be the grind option. My second option is what I call the virtual route. Help my virtual wholesalers out here that I need a little bit of help. And then I kind of call the third one the easy route. The route when you don't have a lot of time and you'd rather take the easiest option. You know, I think everyone wants the easiest option starting out, right? And, you know, we all want the easiest option, but this is the best ROT, return on time, for this. And one really fundamental thing I want everyone to know, if you only have $300, that's not a lot of money to really start a big wholesaling operation. But we can start making big more money, right? We can start making 50, 60 grand a month doing this if we can work smart. We got to know exactly what to do. We have to really understand the intricacies of how to do this. But I'm telling everyone, you got this. The one thing I ask in return is I'm probably going to ask you to commit around 10 hours a week of outbound marketing and 10 hours a week of inbound marketing. That is specifically what I'm going to ask you. Now, one thing I will tell everyone right now is 10 hours of outbound marketing is going to be something where I'm reaching out to sellers, right? This can be cold calling, technically drawing for dollars. You know, you can do some texting, right? And then you do 10 hours of inbound marketing, digital bandit signs, going out here and putting sticky notes, having people call you. A little different type of output going out here, but really this can be your fundamentals. And you really got to understand this. You know, I think a lot of people wish I can give them this crazy formula strategy with 17,000 different options. And really looking at when you only have $300 in wholesaling, right? Like we can't do direct mail. We can't really buy many software. It's probably not worth it, right? Really high level dialing is not going to be there either. It's going to be hard to skip trace. We got a lot of things going against us if you think of how wholesaling gurus or other people on the internet tell you, right? Most people in wholesaling, you know, that will educate don't even want to speak to you unless you can drop $7 grand to give to them, right? And so I'm not looking to do that. What I'm looking to do is to show you how, if you have no money, how you can start doing deals. And you're going to find a lot of these strategies are going to be work. Like it's easy, but I mean, it's easy and simple to do. It's like saying, hey, go run 10 miles. Like it's a simple task, but it's a lot harder in execution to do. But the one thing I will require from everyone watching this is to put at least 20 hours. If you want to guarantee your success in the next month or two, 20 hours, 10 hours outbound, 10 hours inbound. This is what I'm asking. If you can do this, let's have a conversation and let's break down some of your options. Now, I'm going to say option one. If you're a grinder, if you're somebody that wants to do whatever it takes. I love the men and women that tell me, like, I'll do whatever it takes to become successful. I said, and my favorite ones, I just say this, call 20 people. They're like, oh, what? Oh, what else can I do? Guys, I'm trying to give you every single option possible today. Today, I want to give you every possible option of what you can do. Option one is going to be grinding. Not the sexiest, not the one that everyone loves. But if you go to me and say, Zach, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to become successful. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get rich. Whatever. Okay. Let's talk. Let's talk. All right. Number one, I'm going to tell you the least sexy thing, the thing that people start freaking it out. Okay. Get every government list possible and skip trace it. Now, you could choose how you want to skip trace it, right? So, I mean, you can pay for your skip tracing, go to truepeoplesearch.com, cyberbackgroundchecks.com. But my best advice for anyone starting out that's willing to grind it out, pull a government list and call them. And the reason I'm asking is like, you don't want to pay for any software to do this, right? Like, I mean, you're going to run out all your money, right? Like, we want to drive for dollars. We want to do some other things too. We can't go out here and pay a bunch of money for skip tracing. We can't do some set $500, $600, $700 a month texting software. Like, we don't have a lot of good options. We got options that are tried and true. And one of the best ones is going, like, when somebody tells me the quote, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to become successful, bro. When I get that, it's always funny to me because it's like, okay, if you're willing to do whatever it takes to become successful, go out here and pull list and cold call it. People's minds start melting. And I hate to tell you this, and I'm saying this from the most respectful view possible, but if you have no money, you do not have options to be selfish to yourself. Deciding not to cold call because you think it's beneath you is insanely selfish to your future self. I have never put cold calling below me, and I never will. Now, I'm not this guy who's like, I'm too good for cold calling. It's more time management. And when you're running a bigger operation, it's not worth it for me to do. But like, if you're a guy out here who has no money, like, embrace it. Go and call. Not a lot of people understand this, but because I've put in my hours in cold calling, there's not one seller I can talk to that's going to rattle me. I've been through it all. I've dealt through it all. And these are Florida people, by the way. They're all crazy. So all the crazy people in Arizona, California, New York, Pennsylvania, all the really weird, crazy people that are okay with humidity, they go here and they're all upset and mad. And that's who I deal with on a daily basis with sellers sometimes. And so what I can tell you is get 3,000 paid skip traces if you want. You get unlimited from the free one, True People Search, cyber background checks, call, text them, sticky notes, whatever you want. That's what I'm going to tell most people to do. When on option one, when you tell me that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to become successful. I always love that one. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to become successful. Because everyone says that until it's time to do it. And I was saying this on the, we had a Discord call, Wholesaling Houses for Real Discord, FY, quick plug. It's my free Discord. I'm going live every Friday on there. But it's called Wholesaling Houses for Real on Discord, or just go to zachdiscord.com. You get the free invite. You're good to go. I was talking to some people in there, and I had the idea of explaining this to people that could you, because I think we had like 110, 120, maybe 100 people. Like, it was in and out, right? It's like 100-ish people, let's say, like we're all hanging out. I said in that little virtual room, I said, if I had all these people in person and we all wrote on our forehead how many hours we spent talking to sellers and marketing on our foreheads total forever, right? Mine would be 10,000 plus. It would be tens of thousands. And you get every single person. I said I can guarantee with a complete correlation, right? There's little outliers here and there, that the more hours you put into marketing, the more money you make. And so if you put 1,000 hours total in your entire wholesaling career and calling, texting, whatever it is, you are going to make more money than the guy who's only put 100 hours. It's the wholesaling odometer. And the one thing I'm trying to get as many newbies possible to do is put some miles on your odometer. Because once you get past 10 hours of this to 50 hours to 100 hours, you start sounding a lot smoother. You start getting more leads. And it's almost inevitable when you hit 1,000, you get a wholesaling deal. The problem is most people quit at 5, 6, 700 and they're done when the number's in the thousands to become successful. And I just try to keep going. I try to just keep it going. And I'm telling you right now, if you can just put the miles in and put the miles in and put the miles in, you sound better. Okay. I swear to you, you just sound better. You sound cleaner. It's subconscious. You don't even notice it. And by that time, you're getting more leads. You're closing sellers like crazy. And the most important thing too is you believe in yourself talking to sellers. And really, one of the things I love the most is you sound confident on the phones. That is what I'm talking about. Okay. You just got to grind. Most people understand this. If you can go out here and just grind it out and just put in work, the results always follow. Always follows. Now you got to work smart too. That's what I'm telling you. One thing I will tell you is start texting sellers. Google Voice, 5 an hour. I know it sounds stupid, but 5 an hour, if you have 4 or 5 different lines, you can get 20 out an hour. Throughout a day, you could probably get 250 texts out there for free, cost no money at all. Use AI to make all the scripts. And you're going to start getting inbound seller leads, start getting inbound deals. And you're going to find you're going to make a lot of money doing this. And you're going to get 3,000, 4,000 texts out in the month that cost you no money at all. Like you're bound to get deals. This is inbound marketing. Put at least, I'll tell you, put about 100 sticky notes out. But we got no money. That's all you got to do right now. Put 100 sticky notes out, you're good to go. Now, on top of this too, if you can, and if this is available, post bandit signs out in your roads. And it depends where you're at, right? But I encourage everybody, if you have 30, 40 bucks to spend here, I would encourage you to go out here and just buy some bandit signs, get a thick Sharpie marker, okay, a really thick Sharpie marker, and just, this is it, right? We buy houses cash, Google Voice number. Because you want it as thick, you want the wording to be as big as possible when people are on the street, and just try it out. I found about a 25% success rate with this marketing strategy around the country. Now, people like Zach's 25%. It's not a bad percentage because if it does work, it is a cheap, easy way to get inbound leads. And I don't think I do a really good job speaking about this too much, but it is absolutely insane how many inbound leads you can get. I mean, my first 100K was all bandit signs. I think people understand it's in the right place at the right time, obviously, but there are people that do get good deals doing this. And they're like sticky notes, but it goes to 1,000 people. It's great. So go out here and do it. Also, when you're broke, you can also get lists from title companies. I don't think a lot of beginners understand this or know this, but your title companies will also sometimes, depends if they're using First American, depends where title, because some of these title companies, if they're using they're using like a big conglomerate to do the underwriting and they give the title insurance too. They also have data, right? So most of them have pre-foreclosures and some of them have liens. It depends where they get their data source, but they just get the list sent to them and they'll just give it to you. They're allowed to do it. Not every title company has this, but I think a third of them probably have information like this. Probably half of those people are willing to give the information to you. So yeah, I will tell you, you can get some of these motivated lists, specifically pre-foreclosures from the title companies. So you don't have to go pay a software for this. You're broke, starting out, I get it. Don't have to do it. Get some lists from the title companies. Now, on top of this too, what I think is kind of an education piece here, but what I would say is I would reverse engineer the successful wholesalers in my market. So if I am in, Charlotte, North Carolina, I'm going to find some guys posting deals in Charlotte that are actually doing deals in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I'm going to see exactly where they're wholesaling, where they're finding their deals, what their marketing strategies are. And I mean, first of all, like most of these bigger guys are going to be doing a lot of direct mail, a lot of calling, a lot of texting, whatever it is. But one thing you can get is if this guy's making a stupid amount of money doing Western Charlotte and he's only doing direct mail, why don't I cold call government list in West Charlotte or drive for dollars in West Charlotte? Like You could reverse engineer some successful wholesalers. Heck, everyone knows in wholesaling houses for real, the Facebook group and the Discord too. There's a lot of successful wholesalers that go out here and post deals. It's like I tell everyone, go to the Discord, just search wholesaling real estate in Discord, like search community, search wholesaling, and my face should pop up. And people post checks there all the time. But more of them post them on the Facebook group, and just find where they're doing deals. Just look at their feeds, see where they live, see where they post the deals, and you can reverse engineer their success. Every little piece of intel is going to help you and help you on your ways to success and your journey. Now, on top of this too, I'm going to tell my virtual wholesalers, there is some other things I will tell you that you probably should know. This is very important, that you can't go see the property. It's a little tougher. So I'll tell everyone, just let's make this a non-negotiable. I don't think this is done enough. I had another guy get a deal off of a digital bandit sign last week. It was so funny. He did so well. But what I'll tell you to do is just go on Craigslist, go to Facebook groups, and just have AI write this, but just let people know that you're looking to buy some houses in the area. But so Mississippi Bulldogs Facebook group because you live in Mississippi, right? Whatever it is, just let those people know who you are and that you're looking to buy some houses. I know it sounds crazy. I tell everyone 60 a month. One in Craigslist a day, one Facebook group a day. And if you just keep posting, you will get deals. I had somebody I feel like I'm plugging this too much, but I said a guy in my Discord who does a lot of JV. He did JV deals with me, and he just posts in there every day. He posts one thing. If you have any deals, let me know. In this city, this city. He's got 3 deals last month, only from the Discord. And I'm guessing he's making probably $7,000 of deals. You probably make 25, 30 grand from that Discord. And that's just JVs. And we can talk about JVs a little later, but like letting people know who you are does not hurt. Letting people know who you are will always land you something. And just letting people know that you're looking to buy houses in a Facebook group of 20,000 people will land you inbound leads. Have a nice professional Facebook, obviously. Don't be in a wife beater. Have a little smile in the profile picture. You're good to go. That's all you need to do. On top of this too, I would say if you do have a nicer, one thing I will tell you, if you do have a nicer Google updated maps in your city, like 2022 or something, even to now, I will say virtual drawing for dollars would be good. Some of these Google Maps, man, are like 2010, 2012, like they don't work anymore. But you could also virtual drive for dollars. I'm not a fan of it in my local city or in many virtual markets. There's a couple ones where I know a lot of guys do well. I've done deals doing this. It's not my favorite, and it's not something I actively do. And you got to remember, when I talk about what I actively do, it's a little different. I drop a stupid amount of money on direct mail every month and pretty much go after every high equity and every high equity for the calling and the texting and the JVs and everything else I do. But virtual drawing for dollars just hasn't had that ROI for us. Same thing with SEO, Facebook ads, PPC, just it's not my thing. There's definitely other people I do very well. You can always listen from, but that was never going to be my claim to fame of success. And last but not least, if you're virtual, I don't want to cry about it, okay? I don't want to cry about, oh, man, I just want to call. I don't want to call, man. You got to call. You got to get the odometer up. And I'm not here to be this cold calling guy because it's funny because like I've done a lot of cold calling, but I'm not the cold calling guy, okay? If I look at the majority of my wholesaling deals, they are not cold calling, okay? Majority is direct mail, and I will probably say the other majority is going to be inbound, so JVs, and just a lot of my general network of people sending me deals is probably going to be number 2 outside direct mail. Cold calling will be 3. And that's it. Then you got texting under there too. Launch control, SMS, Zach.com starting to ramp up pretty well for us too. But really everything else is just like I've tried PPL, SEO, like I've tried them all. Cold calling is going to be my favorite for especially a lot of the young guns watching this. But direct mail is always going to be king. But like we got to ramp up to that point. And just got to get those hours in. That's all I can tell you. I'm so smooth over the phones because of the hours I've done. Kobe Bryant, practice, practice, practice. That's what this man does. It's how he gets success. If you cold call, you will find deals. And like I talked about before, just letting people know who you are. Go to the comment section. Okay. Think about that for a second. Okay. Think of the comment section and just go on the YouTube comments, go on the Facebook group. Heck, let's really look at this. Okay. I have 140,000 people in that Facebook group. Wholesaling houses for real. Do you think one person out of 140,000 people, there's not one state in the United States, there might be maybe one NASCAR stadium's got that many people. I don't know. Think of 140,000 people. Not one stadium can fill the amount of people in that Facebook group of just wholesalers. Do you think one out of 140,000 can help land you a $10,000 opportunity this month? Duh. And I've been screaming from the rooftops on this. If you go to my Facebook group and if you put your city where you live in Facebook, let's say I live in, Middletown, Ohio. It's going to tell me people in Middletown, Ohio in the Facebook group. There's 2,000 people in Columbus, Ohio, just like you. DM all these people. It's not that hard. It's marketing. It's the way I look at it. And I'm looking at JVs because I just see so many wholesalers. It's depressing that get deals under contract and can't close them. It's really sad, actually. It drives me crazy, but it is really sad. So if you can find deals and find partners through the Facebook group, I think the Discord is probably the best way right now. That's why I kind of been pushing that like crazy, because a lot of people are getting deals only through that Discord because it's just a lot more, you can get a lot more closer to people. It's really, I think it's really cool. You can even search the people. It's really cool. But one thing I can tell you is find deals and partners through JVs is another great option. When you have no money, just run up a quick 10 grand in JVs and then boom, you got money to go invest like crazy. So I'm not the man to tell you to starting out. Oh, okay. I'm not the man starting out to go out here and tell you that go invest in all these crazy software starting. I think you should kind of get your feet wet, get a couple wholesaling deals, and then start invest. I think every software I kind of mentioned is a very good investment once you start doing deals because it's just a tool, right? If you got a shoveling, if you have a digging business, a shovel is probably the best tool to get started, hands down by far. Now, number 3 is going to be what I call the easy route, the easy route. Now, if you're a little lazier, you want to get some money quick, you don't want to put a lot of hours in, full-time single moms. Like I get it. I got a lot of wholesalers like that. I need to help out. There are some options I will tell you should probably be doing, and they're going to help you out a lot, right? And so one thing I think is the JV partners drawing for you is probably going to be one of my favorite options for anyone starting out right now. If you could find people who can just drive for dollars for you, all right, that is going to be the best way, okay? I don't really understand. I just don't get why people get freaked out over this. But if you're virtual and you have a lot of contacts in Kansas City, have 2 or 3 people in Kansas City drive for dollars for you that don't want to cold call. They send you the leads, you call, and you close 50-50. It's a lot of wholesalers like that. And I know it seems like unordinary for you, but there's a lot of wholesalers that don't want to call. They just want to, they're like basically bird dogs. Bird dogs used to do that for like 2 or 3 grand. Now they want half the pie, which I think is pretty smart because that's where the money's at in wholesaling right now. I would have your JV partners drive for dollars for you. You work together and do it. Now, I think there's another sneaky approach I want everyone to know. But what I would personally do, that was down to my last $300 because this is just quick. Like this is just stupid, easy, and quick. I would go to Wholesaling Houses for real on Facebook, and then I would go to Wholesaling Houses for real Discord. And what I do is find one guy who has a deal he can't sell. I would JV with him, and then I would go message the top wholesalers in Kansas City, if the guy's in Kansas City, and say, hey, I need help with the JV. We have a deal under contract, can't sell it. And, it's 110. Hey, can we just split it at 110? And he says, sure. You JV the JV, and then he finds his buyer at 130, split. You get 25, 30, 33%, 33%, 33%. Then everyone's happy, and then boom, you're good there. And so basically you connect the guy who can't sell a deal to the top wholesaler in the area. And that might take 30, 45 minutes of work at most. And you can do like 6 or 7 of those in a week and you're good to go. And from a guy that does multiple ones of those every single day, like it's simple. And so I'm the top wholesaler in those areas. But I'll be honest, like I have some JV deals sometimes where like they have a deal and I have no buyers. And I got some people I know, and they say, hey, like I know you're the best buyers in the area. Can you just give me, a quarter? I'll give you a quarter. We give this guy 50%. We're good. He's like, yeah, why not? I'll take a quick $7,000. Why not? And get your $7,000. And so this is kind of what I call the middleman approach. A lot of people don't like this. It's a little controversial, but what I'll tell you is that's what I would do, because I could probably run up just a quick $20,000 in a month. And then that's all I need. And I'll start my own wholesaling operations from there and just jack it up from there. Probably if I had $20,000, I would probably get a software. I would start pulling some lists. I would get a dialer and I would just dial high equities. That's probably the one thing I would do. I would dial high equities from 2 to 7, drive for dollars 10 to 1, take a nap. And then after 7, I would work out and then maybe do appointments. I mean, I would just work 14 hours a day like I did starting out, and then just kind of repeat what I was doing, right? Like I'll give everyone an example. If you could tell me, hey, Zach, would you give up everything right now, all of my money, everything, right? Like everything I owned, everything, because I'm 24, to just go back to being 18 years old with the knowledge I had now? I would take it all day. Like I'd go back in time. I'd give everything I have now, start in 2024 with all the knowledge I had. Because that's a 6-year jump. I don't care how much harder wholesaling is. It'd be simple. It'd be a joke. And everyone's like, well, what about your YouTube channel? I get the same followers because I'll just do what I did to start on YouTube, right? I was like, hey, I'm 19 years old. I made $50,000 in a check. Find me another 50 grand doing this, right? And I keep posting checks until I got my deal stolen, because you start to get enough followers, and then when you start posting checks, you get your deal stolen, then you got to stop, right? But really, that is the formula that I'd get everything right now with the knowledge I had. And I try desperately to give that knowledge out to everyone for free on this channel. On top of this too, again, I keep this strict, but I would do 100 sticky notes a week. By far, this is the most important thing. 100 sticky notes a week, discipline, you start getting deals. Network for education. I think this is probably the most important thing going on right now. If the relationships you build with other wholesalers are going to be really important. That's why I think the networking part is probably something a lot of people are underestimating. That's why I have all these tools to network. Right? I got comment section, I got a Facebook group, I got the Discord, and for the higher ups, you got Flipboard Plus if you want to do that. Events, things like that, where relationships are built, where you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. And some people I know make millions, like me and other people. So relationships and networking is very important. Once you start talking to high level ranking wholesalers, they give you information because they're not your competition. You give information back to both help each other. The rising tide lifts all boats. This is really, really important. Now, if you're starting out, FSBOs are on the cutting block, right? Should you do FSBOs? Should you not do FSBOs? I'm probably going to tell you FSBOs are not going to be something I would personally do. But if you want to get your feet wet and just start getting used to cold calls, go do it. But don't be too, don't make it your whole thing. And again, make this a necessity. Two digital bandit signs a day, 60 a month. That's all you need to do. That's it. 60 a month. That is how you become successful wholesaling houses with only $300. And so that's all you really need. I do feel like we are us people who talk about wholesaling sometimes that people watch. I think wholesaling influencers have been guilty into throwing you into 10, 15,000 programs forever. But I think the guilt of if you don't use the software, it's over. I don't think that's the play. But the biggest shift I've seen in wholesaling past 2 or 3 years is the power of JVs. I really didn't know it was going to be that powerful until I just doing crazy. And we got some insane opportunities right now. I've been doing a lot of subject twos lately too. It's been really good. So guys, if you do have subject twos, send it to sellmypaper.com. Love to see that too now. So yeah, love to help you out and see what I can do to help everyone out here. So let me answer some questions, see what I can do to help everybody out and get it going. So we got a question here from the Finance King. So no one's going to JV with you if I mean that's not you. But how do you convince the buyer for signing virtually? I mean, you go to freewheelsing.com, but there's no convincing. I think a lot of people really don't understand this part of wholesaling. You don't convince somebody to sign a contract with you. Okay, like this. No, 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 no. Okay, I always use this example, but like you're never going to convince somebody. If you're going to engage, like if you're going to propose to someone, you don't convince somebody to say yes to you. Either you do it or you don't. Like it matches or it doesn't. Does the circle fit the circle or does the circle fit the square? If I have to convince somebody to sign a contract with me, like I'm not doing a good job. Hey, I'm looking to buy your house cash. Will you take this offer? Once you start getting convincing, like you start lying, like if it fits, it fits. And I always tell the seller, like, you should just go list the property. They have to accept a cash offer. What's your opinion on creative finance wholesaling? I'll be honest with you. I just like taking down the creative finance deals. The wholesaling part, making 3 or 4 grand on a deal is not worth it when there's so much more money to be made. You can partner with people to do it, and it'll work our way. Jake says, gurus just be clicking high equity on prop stream and thought they'd be winning. You don't lose doing that. I'll tell you that. Like you click high equity, you call or text. There's so many deals out there. And there's a lot of deals out there that would have gone to realtors if they didn't know they could just get a quick cash offer on their house. So I'll tell you, I mean, that's what me and Rick really do. Like we'll go to the software, we'll click high equity and we'll go to town. And we've never not made money doing that. And so I'll tell everyone, it don't hurt doing that. It really don't. Man, Tampa people are crazy. Let's see here. I will do one more question, then we're going to go to the one-on-ones too. Charles says, please describe the process of pre-foreclosure wholesaling versus wholesaling foreclosures. Depends what you want to call it. I'm not a fan of wholesaling a house that is like foreclosed on because the bank technically owns it, right? It's a pre-foreclosure when the house is set for auction or it's behind on payments, right? So there's clear distinction. Go to freewheelsing.com to learn the difference between a foreclosure and a pre-foreclosure. If it's foreclosed, you can't do anything. So yeah. And also, let's see here. If you want to hop on the one-on-ones, like always, I always let everyone have access to talk to me because I'm not crazy. Just click here to stream our link. We'll talk and I can help you out. So Torian, what is going on? Hello?
You hear me?
I can hear you. What's going on?
Hey, Zach.
How's it going? Where are you at? Homeboy's calling me in the middle of the woods. All right. The Bears got him. Jillian, how are you?
Hey, what's up, Zach?
Long time no see. I always see your face on the Discord. I've never seen you hop on here. Nice to talk to you finally.
Yeah, it's really nice to see you face to face.
There we go. It's awesome. So what's going on? I always see you comment. I always see you trying to JV with people. So
yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm doing a 30-day wholesaling challenge and I'm in Discord and I'm taking immediate action and listening to everything that Zach's saying. And I'm actually doing it virtually. So I just want to let everybody know that they can do it too.
Awesome. So how's the 30-day wholesaling challenge been? Like what have you been doing?
Yeah, so I picked my market was Toledo, Ohio. And it was funny because when I was JVing, like, and I'm always, networking, but I found someone in the Discord and he was like, you know what, I have too much on my hands right now. I see you in there, you're consistent and looking for your first deal. I had too much on my plate, and gave me a couple leads to follow up on and give them a couple offers. And I negotiated $100,000 from a seller today.
A reduction?
Yeah.
Where? In what
In
market?
Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
Yep. So
did it go well? They say yes?
So he agreed at the 550, and on the Zillow, the value, the market value, it says it's 670. So, and it's move-in ready, and we're set to close on August 30th.
For an assignment?
Yeah, so we had a purchase agreement with the seller, and then we're gonna assign it to the end buyer.
Did you find the end buyer?
No, I didn't find the end buyer. I closed the seller.
Okay, so how much are you guys set to make?
So we're aiming for 70,000 for the minimum. So we want to sell it for 620. And so there's 3 partners on there. So there's me, the partner that gave it to me, and then the cold caller. So we're splitting it 40, 30, 30.
That's a stupid amount of money.
Yeah. Yeah, I calculated it was like 28 grand. Thank you.
I don't know if you believe in karma, but like when you just do good things and help people out, I know you don't see it, but eventually it just comes down to you. So I love it. I love to see that. Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think I almost went into shock when he was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to say yes. We're going to sign at 550. And I was like, did a little fist pump.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's massive. And I mean, I know the light bulb's in your head, but like one of that a month. Just do one a month.
Oh yeah.
1 a month, 2 a month, 3 a month, 4 a month, 5, and then you're good to go like that, right? So that's amazing. Whew.
Thank you.
Love to see that. I think the first of many. So another great 30-day wholesaling challenge success story. But that's great. So are you in Toledo now?
Actually, I'm like 40 minutes away, so I like live in the middle of nowhere.
Oh boy.
I live in Hancock County, and then it's like 40 miles in Lucas County.
Jeez. Okay. Hey.
So if anybody's out there, I'm open to, because I have a few cash buyers that I've called out and embedded by just pulling prop buyer or prop stream and deal machine cash buyers list.
There we go. Hey, you got this. So congratulations. I'm proud of you. And all I can tell you is just keep letting people know who you are. And here's the best part. This is the easiest thing. Once you start proving that you get results, it just gets easier. Hey, I just helped this person make $70,000. Let me help you out. Right. And because you can prove that you can do price negotiations, people are going to, I'll tell you, I started doing this in North Carolina. I had one of my employees and I said, hey, one of my acquisitions guys, I said, hey, all you need to do is when people send us the JVs, call those people and just negotiate $50K off the top each time. Yep. It's like, what? I'm like, so we had a 25% success rate doing that.
Right. Yep. And the Zillow hack is crazy too. You know, just doing 70% off their asking price.
It works. But the thing is, a 25% success rate on 50 contracts being sent in a week, it's insane.
That's
and so
crazy. Yeah. Those numbers work. It's doable for anybody.
You're learning it. So love to hear that. So Jillian, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Love to see that. And let's keep in touch and keep it going. So if somebody has a deal, they need help, where can they reach out?
Creative Closer.
Creative Closer. That's where it's at.
Yep.
So I still have, I remember you messaged me about the Facebook group. I have a long list of people.
Oh no, you're fine.
I swear
I
to
understand.
you, I have 50,000 blocked accounts. And the way Facebook works is I have to go, it's a list. You can't search it. It's a list. And so they have to individually go through it. But I have a little algorithm scraper I'm working on. Should help people out with that. But we'll get you set up there. But congratulations. Love to see that.
Thank you again.
And keep it going. And remember, if you post every day, get deals. I didn't even know you did that. I just said that today. So that's karma right there. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Zach. I appreciate everything that, I take all your value like to heart. So I don't just keep it in my back pocket and walk around with it. I love it. I take action. So if
how much have you paid me?
What's up?
How much have you paid me for this?
$0. Nothing.
That's it. As long as you keep a good attitude and help people out, you'll get paid. And the last thing, make sure that you follow up with the sellers and the buyer. You already know this, but just make sure you follow up with them till closing. That's always the worst case scenario. But as long as you do that, I think you're good to go.
At least once a week.
Yep. And if you have an emergency, just put emergency. Me or somebody can help you out in an emergency. Don't worry. All right.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Zach.
Congratulations.
Thank you again.
$70,000. Woo! It's a lot of money. Guys, is $70,000 life-changing money to you? Because I know if I was starting out, 70 grand is life-changing. Life-changing in this business. And so what I'm telling everybody, go out here and make the change. That is it. Woo! Love to see it. So guys, supporting JVing. Torian, are you back from the woods?
You said the woods.
I'm like hiding in the woods. I'm like, oh, bear got him.
Because I had seen
But
that.
nah, you're good, man.
How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm just messing with you. How's it going? How can I help you out?
Okay, so I got this property, right? And then the property, it needs fixed up, but it needs fixed up a lot.
Good.
Like the inside and even like the outside, like it don't got like a roof on there all the way. It was a fire damaged property though.
Okay.
Seller wants 20K for it, but that's where they started off. I asked them what they need. They said 20K. And I'm trying to think, how should I do like the repairs and stuff?
Okay. I mean, so they want 20K for it?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, there's not much room to go down on this. And
Yeah.
so,
It's not.
I mean, I would just kind of look at the repair cost sheet we have in freewheelsing.com. I'd probably just use that, honestly.
Okay. So
Now,
the
I'm assuming it's a low A. What's the ARV of the property?
ARV, is that like, so when I do ARV, like can I look on Zillow to get like how much the property is worth?
Not what it's worth, but like you can use it for comps.
Yeah. I believe it's like 140, like a little bit under 200 though. A little bit
Okay.
under
So I'd
200.
probably just use the chart at that point for the under 1,000 square feet because that's a cheaper one. And I would probably just use that.
Use that. So probably like 70K max. And then
Yeah, I think so.
okay. So basically what I should just do is have my buyer ask my buyer and just be like, I got this property right here. How much would you want to pay for it?
No, I mean, I would vet them first, man. Like, hey,
Yeah.
have you bought wholesalers before? Are you looking to buy some houses in the area? How many have you bought? After all that, then yes, yeah, I'd do that.
And then do that. But whenever I want to tell them about a property, do I tell them, don't send them nothing? Or do I just like, I got this and then
Tell the buyer about the property.
yeah, like if they like send over like the address and stuff, is that okay?
If they have to be vetted and verified so that you don't get your deal stolen. But yeah, sure.
Okay. Thank you. And then
Tori, it's easier and less stressful than you make it. Okay.
yeah,
I promise you. I promise you. As long as you can confirm they're good, you're good to go.
okay. Just get the
All
deals
right.
done. That's it.
Deal's done, my man. All right.
Yeah. I gotta meet you one day.
All right. Let's do it.
You play basketball?
A little bit. I played basketball with a guy at LA Fitness. And he said, "Are you Zach Ginn?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Dude, I'm making 80 grand a month wholesaling land." I said, "There's no way." He said, "Look at this." And he made 80 grand wholesaling land at LA Fitness. I'm like, he plays basketball there every day. And I'm like, you just never know walking around. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
But he's like, "Oh, you got a blink card?" I'm like, "I do not have a blink card, bro." But yeah, no, I play basketball.
It's normal.
I'm not the
It
best at
should
it,
be
but
normal.
it's good. But oh yeah, man.
But yeah, nice talking to you though.
Get to work. I get this deal locked up.
Okay.
You
Get it
know,
locked up.
ASAP.
Okay. Tomorrow, I had talked to the seller today. She said she's gonna be at work. She told me I could call her tomorrow about it. So yeah.
Get to work.
Okay.
All right. Keep it up.
Have a good one.
You too, man. Boom. All righty. Actually, we have Jelson.
Hey, hello, Zach.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm blessed. How can I help you out?
So I had a quick question about cyber background checks. So when I'm searching, when I'm skip tracing a property and I'm writing, copying the phone number from cyber background checks to my list, some numbers say they are last reported, for example, July 2013. Should I still add that? Like some
Yeah,
numbers.
just call it. You don't know till you call.
Mm,
So just call. I'm a
okay,
guy that
because
doesn't try to overthink things too much. Just
yeah,
do it.
I thought it wouldn't like be like their number since it's an old number. I thought maybe they changed phone numbers a long time ago, you know. And
Justin,
some,
you're overthinking this, man. Just call.
okay,
You're overthinking this. And the amount of time you're going over, should I not, you just call. That's always the answer.
another question. So let's say they have multiple numbers. Should I just call every single number? Is that okay?
Call the first three numbers.
Because some of them say, let's say 2024, 1998, 2013, something like that.
No, just call. Just call. Just
Okay,
call. Call the ones that are at least wireless, not landlined, and you go over it.
okay. Thank you.
All right.
Have a nice
Thanks,
day,
man.
Zach.
Keep it up. Jelson,
Yes?
what has your marketing been for the past week?
Mostly just skip tracing and getting addresses on my list. I haven't done much cold calling. I've done some cold calls before, but I haven't done much cold calling in the past month. Basically.
Jelson, if you're not
It's
talking
it.
to sellers, you're not making money.
I know, but it takes me a long time just to get even 100
Why?
properties.
Do you have dyslexia?
No, it's just it's very slow.
What are you
I have
talking
to
about?
I have to do it one by one basically.
Okay. And
Just that like
Jelson, you know I've been in the same position as you, right?
yes.
How many hours have you done setting up your lists?
My didn't tell you the top of my head, but I probably do like uh 4 hours I guess a day.
Okay. You spend 4 hours a day and you haven't been able to talk to one. Okay. What kind of list are we talking about here?
I was adding some code violations and vacants.
Okay. How long does it take you to copy an address, put it in a spreadsheet, put it in a cyber background checks, and get a number for one address? How long does that take you?
Well, at first, when I take the address from the map, I put it on Zillow, then Redfin and Realtor, because
Why are you doing this?
some properties show different room square footage and lot size.
You don't need it. It doesn't matter.
No,
Stop focusing on that.
it's okay.
What
I
you
just
need to do, my man, is you need to go put the address in, go to cyber background checks, get a phone number it spits out, and that's all you got to do. Should take you 30 seconds at most.
okay then. I won't overthink it and just go.
What?
I said I won't overthink it and just do it.
Dude, 4 hours, man. Come on. We got to talk to sellers, man. If you're not talking to sellers, you're not making money. And so we need to spend 2 hours and then 2 hours calling. Do you not like cold calling?
No, it's not that. It's not that. Because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm doing virtual, so like there's no other way for me. Like it'd be stupid
Okay.
for me to not to like cold calling.
So what I'm going to tell you to do is just go out here and just address cyber background checks, and then get 100, call the 100. Stop overthinking this, okay? How many do you
Okay.
have right now for the past week? So 20 hours, right? 4 times 5. How many lists do you have skip traced ready to go in your Sheets, CRM, whatever it is?
I have about from the past from this week like 100 addresses, I guess.
Okay. So we need to call those.
Oh, it's one more thing that to tell you why it's been taking me a long time. Is because at first, when I was getting the addresses and the right numbers, I figured out that I had a big problem. Is that for almost every single address that I put down, I had the wrong seller name. That's because I didn't
The
know.
seller name doesn't mean anything, my man. The address is the address.
Yeah, but like when I went on cyber background checks, like there's different people that have the same address.
You just got to call. Hey, are you the owner? Are you the owner? Are you the owner? Going back to the property appraiser, and it just takes too much time, man.
Because okay.
You got to be efficient, dude. Can't be perfectionist with this stuff.
No, yeah, I just
Imperfect
saw
action.
a website that's telling me now who's the actual owner. I think I'm not entirely sure, but
I
yeah,
just do cyber background checks and get to work.
sure.
So
And I'll
let's
just
start calling. Let's do a little more efficient. Copy the address, cyber background checks. No, first three numbers. That's it.
okay. Thank you, Sai.
All right. Thank you. Koma, how are you?
I'm all right, man. How you doing?
I'm blessed. What's up? How can I help you out?
So a couple questions. I got my first contract. I think I told you last time. It's in Gary. Having a hard time selling that one. I got a guy.
What? I told you that.
I got a guy for like 15. I was gonna make 7.5 on it. I'm like, okay, and then he backs out halfway in. So I'm looking for a buyer. Hopefully, I find some guy that make at least $2,000 or something on it. If
You're
not,
literally arguing about Scary Gary. It's not that bad.
honestly, it's not though. I don't know this wholesaler who's doing it. She was telling me that she'd JV with me, and then she'd be like, I'll take half. I'm like, I'm only making 7.5 on it. I'm not gonna, And she didn't seem like she was gonna do the work. She's like, I'll give you a list, and you do all the cold calling to the buyers. I'm like, at that point, just do it myself.
Okay.
But I got another contract in Joliet, where I live. It's in Illinois. It's a foreclosure lead, and the guy's not even living there, so technically it's a zombie property. He owes a lot on the house, so he's not going below 170, and the ARV is 250. But the thing is, I'm not sure how much the repairs cost. It's an old house. The reason he left is because the ceiling caved in, and he didn't have money to fix it. And how much does that cost? Like, I have pictures in a full Google Drive. I'll like DM it to you if you have time to look at it. But it's like an old house. I would say it's livable with the roof fixed in. But if you're like looking at a flipper's perspective, it would need a bathroom remodel for sure, and flooring and paint and fix the roof. Like that, not the roof. It's like the ceiling caved in.
Is it with the trusses? Like, is it like structural, or is it like just I can replace the roof and re-drywall it a little on the like what's?
No, it's structural. It's like the ceiling kind of fell in.
So if you got to redo the trusses, I'm guessing I am not the I'm the marketing acquisitions dispo guy. I am not the construction integrity
Yeah.
engineer. If a truss has to be there, I'm just going to throw 70 out there and just call it a day with everything. But I'm basically making a very big assumption there. But
Yeah.
it's not my job. And honestly, the buyer's going to come up with their own price. So like, I don't really care. Structural damage on the top's okay. It's with the foundation that you can't really do much with. So as long as it's not a foundation issue, sometimes it looks like the roof's wrong, but it's actually a foundation issue.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's not
Florida,
a foundation issue. It's like
everything moves here. So as long as it's not that, I think you're set up, man.
if I showed you like a video or a picture, would you be able to look at it like a text or something?
Yeah, I mean, send it to me.
Okay.
I'll go check it out. Put it on the Discord, and so I'll just pop up my app, and then I can see it from there. The problem with videos on the Flipper Plus is a little like, yeah, I can do pictures on there, but it's good to go.
Okay. And another question, like pound for pound, I've switched to DMs.com, the dialer, and I'm getting a lot of callbacks. I think it's better because I've been doing like 10 hours a day, so I have like decent data to back it up, but I haven't done it for a long time. Based off your KPIs, what is better if you're going to cold call for 10 hours a day? Is it the batch dialer, like the advanced one, and you're monitoring all the spam, or the DM Zach with the voicemails?
So what dialer would you use?
It's either DM Zach with the voicemails and like the both of the subscription, the $200 per month, or the batch dialer for $300 a month, and you're like checking all the spam, and you're making sure you have, no spam like numbers, and you're making sure you're doing all that. Which one's better, the callbacks with DM or batch dialer? I know the callbacks or the DM one is $100 cheaper, but
I mean, DM Zach would be better with the free skip tracing.
okay.
That's the way that I kind of look at it. But
Mhm.
at that point, you run it. Yeah, I'd probably say it's a better play. But if you're running a bigger operation, I would tell you use batch dialer because you want better skip tracing, and that
Okay.
would actually help you out. Like for me, I'm going to go for the better skip tracing because I can't lose a 40,000 opportunity. But like when you want to kind of start out, it'd be a lot better. Does that make sense? Like they both
Yeah.
work. You're going to lose some deals using dmzac.com, but like still it's free skip tracing, right?
Yeah.
But there are some sacrifices that have to be made doing that.
Okay. And question.
You send that to me?
No, I haven't. I was gonna send you like a link, like a Google Drive link, and then you could just look at it.
You're going to email me?
Yeah. What's
All
a good Gmail? Is it the Flip with Rick Gmail? Is that good?
Support@flipwithrrick.com.
Okay. And one more question too. Like, let's say I have a seller, and you can do subject to on it. Would you buy a subject to deal in Joliet, Illinois, or no?
What would the ROI for me be? I'm asking. This is me being selfish. If I'm going to buy, what would the ROI be? Like, how much money would I have to put in, and how much money would I get out?
Like you're saying, everything, closing cost, like everything.
Yep.
Like 15%. No.
I just get a rental in Port St. Lucie at 15. That's the problem. Like a good subject to deal, I'm making 20, 30. That's the issue.
Okay.
So when you look at that perspective for me, I like putting $5 or $6 grand down for a subject too. Because then the numbers get skewed to 35, 40%. It's when it's 10, 15, 20. Ugh. That's the main issue.
Okay.
And the issue with the 15% is I'm always that risk adverse guy. I hate debt. I think you know this. And so if I'm going to take
that's
debt,
interesting.
bro,
Yeah.
dude, you got to remember this. If real estate goes to 50%, most people are off. If real estate goes to 50%, I'm still cash flowing and I'm still a multimillionaire. There's nothing that can stop me. There's nothing that's going to stop me from my millions of dollars being a multimillionaire, right? If I'm heavily leveraged and real estate goes to 50, which has happened before, I lose everything. It's just it's an easy play for me. And when you make enough money, you buy the place cash, right? But I'll take a subject too, make it a separate LLC, right? It's a little riskier, but I'm not going to put the big kahuna on that. So at that,
you can take a trust or
Florida, yes. Illinois, no. But if I'm making 30% ROI, if real estate goes down 50%, I can still make money off of 30. At 15, 10, 8, I'm losing my shirt on.
Yeah, fair. And when you call people on DM Zach, do you call the like relatives and renters too, or just owners?
Just owners.
Just owners. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I've been dropping voicemails on like the entire family, basically. I'm thinking I should probably stop doing that.
No.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Should be good to go. So I'll check out the email. Message me inside of Flipboard Plus too, just so you can remind me, and you'll be all set. All right.
Okay, thanks.
Are you coming to Orlando?
See, the thing is, I'm in school, and I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best.
No guarantee.
If it was up to me, I'd go tomorrow, but
no. I get it, man. You got a free ticket whenever you want. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Kuma.
Bye.
Awesome. Shout out to him. All righty. Chris, what's going on? Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Zach?
I'm blessed, man. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. I just got a question about the assignment of contract. So I sent it to my title company, and and they said that I should remove line 6 entirely, and I just want to hear your thoughts on that. And line 6 is just talking about the prices and all that, like the assignment fee, the minus the deposit, and the total at the closing. If
Why
you
is that
know,
an issue?
they're saying that because at the bottom it says total due at closing by assignee, and they just said it might cause confusion because they're all obviously going to have to pay closing costs, and I just want to hear your thoughts on that.
I don't think there's any confusion with that contract. And most title companies don't have confusions with that contract.
Right.
I mean, here's the thing, like it's very clearly written out, you know.
Uh.
Like, it's the assignee has to pay this much at closing. I mean, I wouldn't change that because I just don't want you to get screwed. But like,
Right.
I'm up to you. But I've never had an issue with that ever once. This is the first time I've heard this. So, I mean, have it explain, like, so you have a problem with me spelling out how much the cash buyer is paying at closing? It sounds a little stupid, but
Mm,
it's just me.
right. Okay. Yeah, because I guess I kind of understood what they were saying because I guess they're kind of what I'm thinking is they're thinking is I just have the total price of what I'm saying they're gonna pay, but then they're gonna pay closing costs on top of that. So I guess they could be confused and like I guess cause a problem saying like I had to pay closing costs and you told me I had to pay this amount.
I mean, hey, here's the assignment. Here's the Word document. Spell it out the way that makes you feel good about yourself, and then
Okay.
read it and see if it works. That's all. That's all I'd say.
Okay. And also I have one more question about that.
Yeah.
Um, they also said that I should add the on the earnest money on I'm not sure what line, but they said I should make it say non-refundable deposit instead of just saying the earnest money. Like,
For the assignment,
yeah, I'm guessing
the
for
assignment should say non-refundable on that.
um I think it's on line 3. It says assignee will deliver to assigner a cashier check, money or wire deposit um in the amount of blank as the initial deposit. It just says deposit and nothing about non-refundable.
Okay. Then yeah, you can make it non-refundable if you want.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, why not?
All right, that's really it. All I had, and
Do you have the
I
deal?
do. No, I
Or,
don't. No,
oh,
I
okay.
don't.
Oh, they're just like just looking over for you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah, why not? I don't think it's that crazy of a change, those two. So I'd say, you know what, you're asking me, and I appreciate that. So I think go ahead. Why not?
All right. All right. I appreciate that.
All
And
right. What
so,
market are you in?
I'm in Georgia.
Nice to meet you, Chris. We're in Georgia.
Right now I'm doing local in Cobb County area,
Okay. Good
but
area, man.
yeah, I'm also looking at Fulton County and just stuff around me because I work with my dad and we do flooring, so we kind of drive all around Atlanta and just stuff like that.
I work with my dad too.
Yeah, you do.
But
It's
yeah, go ahead, man. I think you're in a good market. I think you have
mm,
plenty of opportunity, and you got a good head on your shoulders. And if you just keep a consistent schedule, I
mm.
think you got this, man.
All right, thank you. Really appreciate that.
All right. Appreciate it, Chris. Let's go after it.
All right, I will.
All right. Boom. Love it. Love to see that. All righty. Robert wants to know how you join the live. We got the streamer link. I'll put that on for you there. Reality check. How do I get a free ticket? You get a free ticket if you are a member of Flipboard Plus. Remember, we are having our live event October 3rd to October 4th, 2024 in Orlando. If you want to join, just join flipwithworkplus.com and you get to come for free. If you don't want to be in part of Flipper Plus, you want to come to the event, you cannot. Simple as that. So free ticket, be in Flipper Plus, and I can hang out, see me and Rick, and help you out. Yeah. Let's see here. Discord link is zachdiscord.com. That is it. zachdiscord.com. ZACHdiscord.com. Pretty simple. Wholesaling houses for what? Is it that hard to figure that out? I don't think it is. Easy. All righty. Let's see who we got. We got Dre. What is going on, man?
Oh, hey, what's good, Zach?
I'm doing good, man. How can I help you out?
Yeah, long time no see. I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions. I actually got my paper here today. So what KPIs do you keep track of? Do you keep track of leads more, or is it calls? Like, you know how like one lead would have like 3 calls, like 3 numbers, not 3 calls. Which one do you keep track of? Do you keep track of both?
So I keep track of everything. It depends. So on the marketing channel, so if it's calling, I want to know how many calls I put out. I want to know what my contact rate is, a true contact rate, how many calls, how many answers, and I want to know how many leads. And then from there, I can extrapolate the other information, right? How many calls to leads, leads to calls, blah, 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 contact rate, volume, things like that. Texting's different, direct mail is different, right? But it all comes down to leads. And then another one I like to do is offers. And then again, the last one's going to be like how many deals from that marketing campaign. And then you can kind of statistically look at that. Okay,
then. Because I was just trying to figure out, because I'm just like, okay, should I be tracking when I'm calling people? I'm just like, should I be tracking just the leads or just the call? What do you think for me right now? Should I just be tracking everything?
For what marketing channel?
Well, just in general, I would say.
So I think you should split up to all your marketing efforts, because when you start mixing it, it gets weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like a call and a text, like how can you notice? But it's also good to know how many leads you get, obviously, and then how many offers you make and how many accepted contracts you get.
Okay. All right then. And another question. Yeah, so when I'm like skip tracing pre-foreclosures and stuff, you know how sometimes, well, just in general, not just pre-foreclosures, you know how sometimes it says like it's sold recently. Do I do those ones too, or should I just do the ones that they bought a while ago, especially with pre-foreclosures?
So are you talking like PropStream or something like that?
No, I'm just saying like if I pull it from a government list.
Okay, and like Zillow says it recently got sold?
Yeah.
You can go in the government list and see. Most likely it did get sold. But like if John Smith is behind on his mortgage payment and it shows that Sarah Sue now is the owner, then you know not to deal with it.
Yeah.
But usually recently sold, you don't want to deal with it. I mean, the best deals are people own the house for at least 3 years.
Okay. Yeah, because I've been realizing because the person would have just bought it like 8 months ago, and then they're already behind on their mortgage. I'm just like, should I do those ones, or it doesn't make sense really?
If it's a pre-foreclosure, I do them all because they're great subject to low equity and they're great wholesaling deals with a lot of equity.
Okay. All right. One last question. Okay, so this question is because of the JV thing you've been saying. So I don't know if you want to give out all the sauce and everything. You know what I'm saying? But
I give away everything. Like I tell you and I tell everyone, there's not one piece of information I hold back from anyone. That is it. That is my contract to everybody who watches me. I am not going to, I know everyone's in Flipwork Plus. I love that, but I'm not going to tell you something in Flipwork Plus that you won't know not being in it. I don't fundamentally believe in hoarding information. So I'm open. What's going on?
Okay, so with the JV thing you were mentioning, like how would, let's say I have a buyer in a certain place, how would I go across finding people in the Facebook group? Like what would I would just search, like, let's say I'm in Dayton. I am in Dayton, but let's say I search up Dayton, Ohio, and then I look for every comment where people posted I'm in Dayton, Ohio ever in the whole Facebook group, and then I message them.
You go to Discord, you search Dayton in the Discord, everything pops up.
Oh, okay.
Facebook groups, all pops up. It's easy, actually. It's simple, dude. Like you go to like any other wholesaling Facebook group, and you just search Dayton, Ohio, and you just DM all those people.
Like what would I DM them specifically? Like,
hey, my name's Dre. I've done X amount of deals, and I help people who need help getting their deals sold. I'm actually another wholesaler, and I have a very, very deep buyers list, and I'm just looking to see if anyone needs help getting their deals dispoed.
Okay. Yeah, that's the main thing I wanted to know. Yeah, you do reveal everything. Yeah.
Simple, man. It's really simple, and I can only do a certain amount of deals, right? Like there's a point where there's too much, and I want everyone else to just get in on it because I feel like the people learning here make a lot of money. Then I think it eventually comes back to help me and everyone else.
Mm-hmm. All right then. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to know. Yeah, I'll talk to you in the Discord on Friday, I guess then.
All right, see you there, man.
Goodbye.
Oh, love to see it. Then Victor, how's it going, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm blessed. What's up? How can I help you out?
Cool. So I got a couple of questions for you here. I'm trying to sell this deal. Well, I have this deal under contract, direct to seller. Renegotiating price as of right now, actually. I'm just kind of confused, is as if it's like actually worth it as a deal. Population is 3,000. Right now I have it under contract for 155. ARV is like 230. Repairs are probably like 60, 70. So I'm just kind of like confused and lost a little bit to see if it's even a deal. At the 135 purchase price, which is 20 grand below what I have it under contract for. But I just got off the phone with her and she's willing to come down to 135.
Okay. I mean, I'll tell you this, without even looking at the numbers, right? If I look at the numbers, I might tell you it's too tight. Maybe it'll work, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give you a lawyer answer. If you talk to enough lawyers, if you ask me if you can do something, you know what they're going to say? It depends, right?
Right.
And so it depends, obviously, right? The one thing I can tell you with deals, especially in kind of the Northeast, like just in the Midwest area, even in the Southeast, if you do the math, right? Statistically, what's the ARV on this?
Like 240. Yeah, like 240.
240. And what are the repairs?
Like a medium rehab, probably like 60, 50, 60.
Okay. So just basic math here. 240 minus 60. Let's multiply it by 80. 144 MAO. So that's 9 grand probably. Yeah, why not? Here's the thing, Victor. Best case scenario, you make money. Worst case scenario, you have to renegotiate and make money.
Right. And that's where I'm at right now. Cause like I said, I talked her down 20 grand just now, literally like 5 minutes ago.
I'd say you do it. Why not?
Okay. And another question I had was in terms of the contract. Do I have to send out a new one, or can I just use the same one that I already got signed?
So you can do if it's 20 grand reduction, I'm gonna have you do an addendum. So that's a fancy word, but that's just hey, we're changing the contract price from this to this. Simple.
Right.
Give it to the stock company, then you're gonna be all set.
Say that again.
You send that addendum to the title company after you and her sign it. We're good.
Okay. Sweet. Can I get that?
Say, Victor, I would just feel bad if you lost a $9,000 opportunity overthinking things. So I would just say, just go after it.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna do that. I just was first confused if like what I would need to like. You just told me the addendum I need now. Can I get that through you, or just find one on the internet? I guess
I would just do Indiana addendum. State.
This is in Washington.
Oh, it's in Washington. All right, state of Washington.
Sweet. All right, and then I'll send that over to the JV, your JV deal.
Where in Washington?
Raymond, Washington. Population 3,000.
Raymond, Washington.
Yeah, it's a small town. It's like Southeast Washington.
There's so many Flipper Plus. She made 90,000, I think $80,000 or $90,000 in Washington State. How do I spell Raymond?
Raymond, Raymond.
Oh, Raymond.
Yeah.
Raymond Washington was an American gangster and founder of the I searched the wrong Raymond Washington. Look him up next time you're there. Wow. He's a founder of something. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, you're in Junior Oregon over here. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Bro, you're
Keep
just
in mind, I
trying.
found this deal virtually. I found it on Facebook. So
2,882 is the population. You're working my people to the bone here. I'll try it, man. But like, dude, ain't gonna be the easiest. But
I know because I offered her like 100,000 just now, but she's like, no, we can't do that. So
county population 23,000. So I will try my best. I'm not giving you my seal of guarantee on this deal. It's
yeah,
never a guarantee, as you
Right.
know. But you know what? I can put my feelers out there. I'm probably going to have to reach out to some of my Portland people and
Mhm.
see if they can find something. That's the only way I could figure out if that's going to work or not.
All right. Sweet. Well, hopefully,
Hey, you got a deal. For this deal, that's 20% of the battle.
Yep.
But hey, try it. I think you'll find someone probably at 140, hopefully, or you're
Yeah.
gonna have to get another crazy reduction.
Yeah.
But I don't think you do a reduction until you actually get somebody who wants to give you an actual number, like a buyer.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Just until
You
I
know
have
my rules, man. A buyer at 20,000 people is in a county is tough,
Yeah.
and I'm scared. I think my underwriting department is probably just gonna say nope. They're gonna say we ain't doing this. So that's the problem. So we'll try, but I'll have to figure it out. I'll
Yeah.
look for it tomorrow morning, and then I'll just send it to someone. Like you go try this.
All right, man. I appreciate it. All the blessings.
All right.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna get an earful for that one. 3,000 people. We'll try. Remember, I can't say no to money. That's my problem. All righty. And then we got Eugene. How are you? All right, Eugene.
Hello?
There we go.
Hey, Zach.
How's
Sorry,
it going, man?
I'm a little busy right now. Well, not busy enough to not join the call, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. How are you doing?
Good. You good to talk?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. How can I help you out?
I was just working on my car. Yeah, I haven't been able to join too much. I've been super busy lately. I just wanted to update a little progress.
Well, tell me.
Yeah, so you told me to pull a bunch of lists, a bunch of government lists. I was able to pull, I believe it was tax. I think it was the IRS list. I called a bunch of tax liens, and I called the fire damaged properties from a couple departments. The results weren't great. It was just mostly, I didn't really get any leads, maybe just a couple decent leads. I'm still following up with them. Other than that, I've somewhat been mostly calling the deal machine lists because I've just been super busy lately. That's not an excuse, by the way. But
Okay.
yeah, I have data from the last week if you want to hear it.
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, so yeah, last week I didn't get the full 4 hours every day, obviously.
It's okay.
But let's go Monday, 4 hours. That was from 3 to 7, 15 answers out of 168 calls. Tuesday was just an hour, 48 calls and 8 hellos from 7 to 8 p.m. Wednesday was 4 to 6 p.m., 11 hellos and 103 calls. Thursday was 7 answers and 63 calls over an hour, 7 to 8 p.m. also. And Friday was 4 hours, 1:30 to 5:30 p.m., and that was 24 hellos and 188 calls. I don't know if you got all that.
Some good stats, man. What's the contact rates come out to? Do you have that?
I don't have the full percentage or anything, but
Okay.
that's just the numbers.
Well, give me the calls and answers one more time. I'll just put it on my phone.
Okay, so I'll do all the calls and then all the hellos first. So 168 plus 48 plus 103, 63, and 188. And then the hellos would be 15 plus 8 plus 11, and then 7, and then 24.
So you got 11.4% response. 11.4. It's not terrible. It's not bad. I like
That
it.
was mostly off of the deal machine. I did the filter with the tire landlords.
Yeah,
the
they're
tire
about
delinquents.
deal machine's like 10, 11 right now.
Yeah.
It's batch style is gonna be 15, 16-ish. So that's about on par, those stats. We'll see if it improves or not. Usually the seller data is a little better on DMsLike.com. The buyer data I found's a little worse, but I think the LLC gets a little harder for him. But that's pretty on par. I
Yeah.
don't think it's anything crazy drastic.
Okay, so I guess it's decent then.
Yeah,
That's good.
there we go. So
I mean,
keep
yeah.
up the
Okay,
grind.
that's it. I'll just keep on calling this week. I just got a bunch of stuff going on, so I'll try to. Tomorrow I'll get in 4 hours for sure. But yeah.
All right. Get to
All
work,
right, I
man.
appreciate you.
Finish
I
up the car
appreciate you,
first.
Zach.
All right.
Yep. Have a good one.
All right. Appreciate it, man. Keep it up. All righty. There we go, guys. That's what it's all about. So, guys, if you are ready to start your wholesaling real estate journey and learn how to wholesale real estate, do me a favor. Make sure you go to freewholesaling.com and learn how to wholesale real estate. And again, if you got any value from this video, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe. I'll see you soon. This is Zach Ginn signing out. Have a blessed one.